Good afternoon. I'm County Mayor Randy Porter.
And I'm Cookeville Mayor Ricky Shelton. The governor has just changed the previous directive he did. He just issued a mandated stay-at-home directive. So each of us must stay home except for going to work and going to the grocery store. I'll read you what he just released. It is Executive Order 23. Tennesseans to remain at home as data shows increased activity. He signed Executive Order 23 just a few minutes ago. It says, over the last few weeks, we've seen decreases in movement around the state as Tennesseans socially distance and stay at home. However, in recent days, we've seen data indicating that movement may be increasing. We must get these numbers trending back down. I've updated my previous executive order to clearly require that Tennesseans stay at home unless they are carrying out essential activities. Data from the Tennessee Department of Transportation analyzed traffic patterns for March 2020. While safer-at-home measures and further restrictions on businesses showed a steep drop-off in vehicle movement from March 13 to 29, data beginning on March 30th indicated travel is trending upwards again. The administration also analyzed data from Unicast to understand cell phone mobility and determine movement trends among people. Unicast indicates that movement of Tennesseans is trending toward pre-COVID-19 levels. So the month of April stands to be an extremely tough time for our state as we face potential for a surge of COVID-19 cases. The governor said every Tennessean must take this seriously, remain at home, and ensure we save lives. The executive order remains in effect until April 14th at midnight. Mayor?
Thank you, Mayor Shelton. This is our COVID-19 virus update for today, which is Thursday, April the 2nd. Today, as of 2 p.m., our total number of confirmed positives in Putnam County is 37, which is 6 more than yesterday. I want to give you the other counties in the Upper Cumberland also that have confirmed positives. They are Cannon with 4, Clay with 1, Cumberland with 16, DeKalb with 5, Fentress with 1, Macon with 5, Overton with 2, Smith with 3, Warren with 1, and White County has 2. We only have 2 counties in the Upper Cumberland that do not have positive right now, Van Buren and Pickett. Again, Putnam County has 37 confirmed cases, which is 6 more than yesterday. We've been telling you each day that we can only report the actual confirmed cases that have been verified by the state health department. We know that these numbers are sometimes lagging based on the number of tests that are performed on a daily basis. Please listen to this carefully. Our local health department has been doing drive-through testing for the past 9 days now. This doesn't count all the testing done by doctors' offices, clinics, and our hospital. The number of tests being performed has been substantially increasing this week, not only here but statewide. We had over 300 tests performed on Tuesday by our local health department alone. In full transparency, I say all of this to prepare you for what may be coming in the next few days. The more we test, the more positives are going to continue to rise, probably substantially on some days. The more positives we have, the greater chance we have of spreading the virus. This makes staying at home, socially distancing, and good hygiene even more critical. As we've been telling you the past several days, this is going to get worse before it gets better, and we all have to work together to stop the spread. This is serious business, folks, so I am asking you to please take it that way and heed our warnings. You got a new governor's directive on everyone should stay at home. And as I'm telling you, the tests are lagging coming from the state on the results. And as you're going to hear later on in the update, these test numbers will probably be going up over the next several days. And there may be some days that it will go up substantially more than others. So just be prepared for that as we go forward. Mayor Shelton.
I will now ask Lee Rooney, CEO of Signature Healthcare here in Cookeville, to update us on the developments at his facility.
Thank you. I appreciate mayors. Move this down. Thank you. Appreciate mayors, everything you guys are doing for our community and our town, our county. My name's Lee Rooney. I'm the administrator at Signature Healthcare of Putnam County. Recently, we have developed initially a couple of cases of COVID at my facility. We are a long-term care facility. We pride ourselves in taking care of the sickest of the sick, the most frail. And so those that enter my building, we obviously take we try to eliminate as many risks as we possibly can. So on March 9th, we actually put a stop order on anybody entering our facility that was not work-related or emergency-related. So we eliminated all visitors on March 9th. We were screening every employee from March 9th on, which meant taking their temperature every time they come in, checking off all their symptoms, making sure they didn't have any COVID symptoms. And even with that, we developed a case. And then from there, we tested 2 more, which we found out one was positive, one was negative. And with that, with the concern that I had for my facility and my staff, partnering with the local health department here locally with Dr. Grisham and the health department in Nashville, I requested that they do a sweep of my facility by testing every person, every patient, and every staff member, because I know that this is in other facilities, other nursing homes. My facility is definitely not the first. My facility won't be the last. And with that, we tested 320 employees and patients, the majority of which, I would probably say 95% of those did not have any symptoms, but we tested them anyway. Well, that took place on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we got results back that showed that we had 16 staff members that tested positive and 28 patients that tested positive. So with that, we're mobilizing into crisis intervention. I have a fantastic facility, fantastic staff. I can't say enough about our corporate assistance that we have. We're actually mobilizing to create a special COVID unit, dealing that we have 28 current cases. Now, these numbers, as you said earlier, are not reflected, which will probably be reflected in tomorrow's numbers, so that's what's going to account for the majority of the jump in Putnam County. But with that, we have a special infectious diseases physician, nurse team. We are taking our residents, our patients that are COVID positive, and we're actually putting them in one special unit. We're going to have a separate entrance. We're going to have a segregated staff that's going to only take care of those patients, so that way they're not intermingling with anybody else. And with that, we will have virtually the only COVID special unit probably in this area for sure, and maybe even in neighboring states. So we'll have the opportunity that if did to develop maybe a partnership with the Cookeville Regional, if they have more COVID positive patients that are elderly, that we could potentially take them in, that may free up beds for our local hospital. And with that, and one thing I want to stress, with having 44 positive cases, 90% of those that tested positive were symptom free. So what you're hearing today from the mayors on the stay-at-home order, I can't stress enough how important that is, because you still have caregivers, you still have family members going out into the community, you still have those that still feel the need to get out and be in public. Now's the time not to do that. We still have healthcare workers, we still have doctors and nurses and those that still need to do their job, and if they come in contact with this, they may be positive and may not know it. So it was a trying day. It's a trying time right now, but we've got a great facility. We're working through it. We got a great team. We have great families that are understanding. We've called everybody, and we're appreciative of their understanding. And the numbers show that just because you test positive doesn't necessarily mean anything negative. I want to say that out of the 28 patients that tested positive right now, we don't have anybody that actually has a temperature over 100. Like there's no temperature. They're actually doing fine. You wouldn't even know that they were positive. And that's what's scary about this right now. Staff and the residents aren't feeling sick. Right. So we just need to be extra careful. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today to be able to share this news. If there's anything I can do to be of assistance in the county and the community, I definitely want to do that. So thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. That's we know you're in a difficult position, and we appreciate your collaboration, your transparency that you're bringing forth in this. That's Mayor Shelton and I have tried to be transparent with everything that we bring forth. Sometimes the truth and the facts are not pleasant, but we still want to bring them to you so you're as informed as you possibly can be. I want to you also, I appreciate the extra step that your staff and that you're taking for the care of those folks, our citizens that are in your facility, and everything that you're doing to help protect our community also. I appreciate that. So that kind of goes back to what I was saying about the test numbers earlier. Even though we only showed 6 positives today, which makes us with 37, these test results are not part of those numbers. They will be coming in the next few days. And remember, as the more and more tests are done, those positives are likely to continue to go up. Mayor Shelton and I have been talking to you about this COVID-19 virus for the past 2 weeks, Mayor. Yep. We need for all of you to act like everyone you come in contact with may have the virus. That way you're doing everything you can to protect yourself and your family. Folks, we've got to get past this terrible disease, but the only way we're going to do that is if each one of you take this serious and do everything you can to help us fight it. As we have continued to say each day, we don't want you to panic, but we need you to take this serious, and some of you are not doing that. The next 2 to 3 weeks are going to be critical in fighting this disease. We live in a great community where we care for one another, so let's work together like we always do to stop the spread of this virus. We're Putnam County strong, and we will get through this, but you've got to take this seriously and do your part to make this happen. The next few couple weeks could be difficult, but we will get through this together. So again, please take this serious and stay at home if you don't have to be out. Mayor Shelton.
Yes, as infectious disease specialist Dr. Mark Pierce said yesterday, we're probably looking at April 19th or 20th of when that will peak here. So again, this measures today of the stay-at-home, mandated stay-at-home, it's serious. This is a serious virus, and we're asking you again to please take it serious. It's spreading, and people, even young people, are dying. No one is immune, but so many think they are invincible and that it won't infect them. It affects all ages. We must stay home, and if out for a necessary need, physical distancing. It makes a difference to protect the health and safety of your family and everyone else. As Mayor Porter said, don't panic. Be supportive of one another. Wash your hands. Imagine that every place and every person are crawling with COVID-19 germ and act accordingly, just like I did when I wiped this off just a minute ago when I came back up here. I'm sure he doesn't have it, but I took precautions as if it did. Make reasonable, educated, common sense decisions. The sooner everyone follows directions, stays at home, and acts responsibly, the sooner all of this will be over. For the most up-to-date COVID-19 information, links, and resources, you can visit bettercookeville.com. We will all get through this. Continue to pray for our country, our healthcare workers, and our responders. Let's choose faith over fear, and God bless.
Mayor Shelton and I will continue to do these live updates to keep you informed. I know some of the stuff may be repeats over and over, but we keep getting daily the same questions over and over from people that may not be able to watch these live updates, and we have different people joining us every day. So we're going to continue to repeat it until everyone gets it and starts taking this serious. Our next update will be Friday, which is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Again, our goal is to be transparent with you and to bring you the facts. As I said before, they might be easy to take, but we want to make sure that these facts and transparency and numbers are out to you as often as we can possibly get them. And again, we have to rely on the state of Tennessee to get you a lot of these numbers. Just be prepared, work with us, and we will make it through this. But just remember, we think the next week or two is going to be tough. But we're there with you. We will all work together, and we will continue to do everything we can to keep you updated and to fight this terrible virus.
And just, again, to reinforce, because it always is asking these things, the numbers. So that today was 37, but you just heard that another 44 were confirmed. So that 44 is not in this 37. So that's what we're trying to get you prepared for, is that number is going to skyrocket. If it's not tomorrow, it will be Saturday or Sunday or Monday. So we just want you to know, again, don't panic, but we want you to be aware.
And remember, too, the governor just issued this mandated order just a few minutes before we came on the air. We do not know anything yet as to how that's going to be enforced. I know we've had people already asking that.
Yeah.
We're waiting for more direction from the governor's office. As we know that, we'll be putting that out to you as we do our updates.
And there was no directive in the press conference, that the part that I could see of if it changed the businesses that were counted as necessary. I do not know if there's a change in that. I heard him say there wasn't, but until we see the directive, we don't know if it was or wasn't.
So we'll keep you updated as we know more. Just please continue to keep us, especially Mayor Shelton and I and your other mayors in the county, in your prayers. The stress and of all this sometimes daily is unbelievable, but that's what we signed up for. We're here to make sure that our county and city is taken care of, and we're going to continue to do that. We're going to be there for you. We're Putnam County strong. We're Cookeville strong. And we will make it through this if everyone will just take it serious and work with us. So please continue to keep us in your prayers and also our state and our country. May God continue to bless you and your family.
Thank you.